So I didn't want to talk about this because I didn't find it that interesting. A user created a mod which activated the Spiderman version for Middle East. You know, the fact that most corporations make a product for a Western audience, but for China or the Middle East, they usually make a special version. And a lot of people are saying that this guy is anti LGBTQ or that he removed the flags. But no, that version of the game is already integrated in the game. The only difference is if you buy the game for China, I'm pretty sure it's not available in China, but whatever, or for the Middle East, you will get the version without the flag, even if you want it or not. In other countries that are already friendly with LGBTQ, you get the version with the flags, even if you want it or not. But the user on NexusMods gave you the option to play without the flags. And apparently that was the reason to ban him and the mod. Again, the game already contains a version without the flags. The user had a new account, and this was the only mod he made. So I'm pretty sure he made this because he knew a lot of people will get angry. Especially the Twitter wetards. That's when more tards get together to form a new evolution, a super saiyan for the tards. The wetards. Together we are more tarded. First of all, why do they have a problem if somebody wants to play a single player game with a mod like this? What if he replaced the flag with other LGBTQ flags? Or other flags? Was it an issue that it was the American flag? What I mean is, how can this be anti-LGBTQ? They didn't modify the flag into something awful. And nobody is forcing you to play with the mod. You basically don't have to download and install the mod. It's that simple. It's a single player, I should be able to play it however I want. This is why piracy is on the rise. People are fed up to be told you should play this game like this. You should be forced to like this. What if I don't want to? Okay, so if you force me to play whatever you want and however you want, how about I play it for free? It's like you force me to watch an ad. I should get that product for free. For example, FIFA made by EA, because in the future will not continue to be made by EA. I mean, it will be called something else. But not only that you pay for the game, you also get ads. Anyway, I'm not saying that the LGBTQ flag is an ad. I finished Spiderman a long time ago and I had no idea that it had LGBTQ flags, because I was too annoyed with the side missions being so boring. A lot of useless side missions. Instead of the game letting you explore the world and giving you a good reason to explore the world, they just added a lot of useless stuff on the map to make you explore the map. It was annoying and I almost didn't finish the game. But as soon as I finished the game, I sold my copy because I didn't want to own this crappy game. The gameplay was awesome. The main missions and the story was also good. But they made Mary Jane so ugly and annoying. I mean, come on. If you are that annoying, you should be at least very, very beautiful. But yeah, she was ugly and annoying. The side missions, the fillers, the useless collectibles all were annoying. So yeah, I was too busy with that to notice that the game has LGBTQ flags. And even if I saw that, I don't really care. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's normal in America, so it's not something that's far from reality. But you know what's far from reality? Calling somebody anti-LGBTQ just because they replaced the LGBTQ flag with something else. I mean, you know, something that you can always do in a video game with mods. Replace flag, banners, drawings with something else. So I searched NexusMods to see what can I find with the word flag. The only flag that replaces the pride flag is the progressive pride flag replacement. Apparently they have a progress pride flag, and that is the only way you can replace the vanilla LGBTQ flag. So you have mods that can replace every flag in the game with LGBTQ flags. The flags from different countries can be replaced, the American flag can be replaced, but none of them are allowed to replace the LGBTQ flag. Unless it is the new and improved progressive, progress pride flag. So basically, NexusMods doesn't let you to play a single player game however you want. And apparently the flag of a country, is not important. You can replace it with whatever. Even with Pretoria flag. I'm pretty sure you can even replace it with a sheet. But the pride flag, you cannot replace that. It doesn't matter if it's a picture with your cat. Apparently a country flag is not as important as an LGBTQ flag. And this is why a lot of people are annoyed by this. Most of the people do not care and they are not anti anything. But you know what? Most of the people don't like hypocrites. And I see them everywhere, especially on NexusMods. And Twitter, and the government, and every corporation. They always try to force this idea that everybody is anti blah blah blah. When actually they have this kind of stuff in almost every big game, every big movie, TV show, whatever. Even commercials and at your workplace. So not only you are paid a shitty salary and they have the resources to give you a better salary, the big corporate rich people try to teach you about diversity and inclusion because they want to keep you from talking about the real issues. Especially the part where you are overworked and underpaid. Just to pay those huge salaries for the people who teach you about inclusion and diversity. I want to end the video with this. LGBTQ people in video games always existed. Different races in video games, movies, or whatever always existed. Strong female characters always existed. And they still exist, of course. Everything still exists. The only thing that makes it annoying and disgusting and unappealing and makes me hate it instantly when I hear a corporation tell me about a new video game, movie or whatever with diversity or inclusion is because of the hypocrisy. Is because of the arrogance. Is because before this they sold you a product that was very lazy and very expensive but very broken and cheap. Long story short, they wanted a lot of money for something that was very cheap. So that started to not work anymore. And now they do the same thing, but they use the excuse that it's pro LGBTQ, pro diversity and inclusion. But it's not. They just want to sell you a bad product. And also they want to stop you from criticizing it. For example, She-Hulk is a very boring and bad TV show, from what I saw. Or let's talk about Resident Evil, because we already know it sucks. The TV show, of course, because the games are still good. As soon as somebody criticizes it and gives it a bad review, they always find an excuse to blame you for something. That you are anti-something. Even if they know the product is bad because nobody wants to watch it. But they refuse to accept that the product is bad and nobody wants to watch it. Instead, they insist that 99% of the world is very, very awful and bad and against diversity and inclusion. When I first heard about diversity and inclusion 5 years ago, I think, I was like, great, the gaming industry, the movie industry needs some inclusion and diversity. Because I got fed up with seeing the same actors, the same movies, the same video games. I wanted something new, something different. But guess what? They didn't mean they want diversity and inclusion. They just wanted to use an excuse to ban you and to silence you. Just like the religious people insisting that you're a bad person because you don't agree with everything their God wants you to believe. I mean, their book, whatever. My point is that nobody should tell me what to like or dislike. And I'm pretty sure we already know what's legal or illegal. And let's say it's not about what's legal. Let's say a company makes some rules. We already know that they don't apply it equally. And we already know that somebody that can be okay on a platform today, tomorrow cannot be okay anymore. And you can be banned even if you respected the rules. For example, teabagging. And many other stupid stuff like that. People think that the corporations create these rules to keep everything safe. But no, they do this because they want control. They want you to always support them and overpay for their products, even if their products should be almost free. We don't get the games that we want, we get fillers, we get censorship, we get the message, but then they want even more money from us. For example, Sony now has the balls to want $70 from me, even if I already stopped buying games from them because I got mad when they started supporting censorship. So I have to pay $10 more just for censorship because people probably don't want to buy games from you anymore because all you do is censor their game. You delete stuff instead of adding stuff. Anyway, a lot of hypocrisy from NexusMods. Now you are forced to modify your games however they want, even if it's a single player game and you are the only one who sees them, the mods. And also, it's nothing illegal. And also, the flag of a country can be replaced with whatever. But apparently that's not anti-anything. So yeah, I wanted to make this video as soon as I saw the news. I think it was 5 days ago or something like that. But I didn't find it that interesting or entertaining. And then I saw a lot of people talking about it. I mean, especially on social media and the gaming journalists. So I had to make a video about it. Because I was very annoyed. Because they never say that the user didn't replace the flags. Anyway, I already said this, he actually activated the version of Spiderman that was actually made for the Middle East. So yeah, the developers made the version without the LGBTQ flags. It's that simple. But they don't want to blame the big corpo for that, because they are paid by the big corpo. I hope you liked the video, see you next time.